This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, everyone. Do you know any information which is related to Excel?
Nah, ma'am, we did learn Excel till we were in 10th, so we do know the basics.
Okay. So, can you tell me what is Excel? Whatever you know. No one?
Excel is a part of Microsoft and it's a kind of a worksheet which helps to organize data into some kind of tables. So it has rows and columns and it's
Good.
easier to organize data and handle data in that way. Mostly raw data to convert
Okay.
it into organized one.
Okay, fine. Good. So, we'll start with the Excel. So, Excel in a short way, we call it as a spreadsheet. What we call? It's all about your spreadsheet. What is this exactly a spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is nothing but which contain the rows and columns, which contain the rows and columns. Okay, and when the row and column intersect, when the row and column intersect, we call it as cell. Okay, what exactly Excel? Excel is a spreadsheet program or the spreadsheet which what is spreadsheet, which contain the rows and columns. When they intersect the row and column, will get the cell. Any doubt regarding any of the point? Okay, so what we are doing in the Excel, so we'll extract the, first we'll go, so Excel is a spreadsheet program. So what is spreadsheet? Spreadsheet is nothing but which contain the rows and columns. When they intersect, we'll get the cell. So see here, Excel is a spreadsheet program from Microsoft and a component of its Office product group for a business application. Okay. So Microsoft Excel enable the user to format, organize and calculate the data in a spreadsheet. Whatever raw data you have, you're inserting into a row and column. After inserting into a row and column, where you can use the some formulas and some functions to make a total of it, to analyze it, to calculate it, to aggregate it. We are using the Excel. So Excel is all about your spreadsheet program where we insert our raw data into our rows and columns with some formulas and function. Will calculate the data. After that, we visualize it with the help of some charts and graphs. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now, okay, and the file extension of Excel is .xlsx. Okay, you can see here what is the file extension. The extension of Excel is .xlsx, and the latest version of Excel is Office 365. This is the latest version of your Excel. Any doubt regarding your Excel? Okay. So extraction. So what exactly we are doing? First, we'll extract it. extraction. After that we are sorting it. Extraction, sorting, summarizing, we'll go for analyzing, visualization. So extraction, sorting, summarizing, analyzing, visualizing, and processing of our data MIS report. What is extraction? Extraction is nothing but your collection of raw data. What we call it as a collection of raw data. After whatever raw data is there, sorting is nothing but we are inserting that raw data into a column and the row. Okay, that we call it as what? Sorting. Sorting is a inserting a raw data into a columns and rows. After that, summarizing is nothing but whatever data is there will make a total of it. So we should know now what is the column wise total, rows wise total, so that we call it as what? Summarizing. Analyzing is nothing but, so what, in depth we are working on my raw data, so whatever we are inserted, everything we are going to analyze it. Any doubt regarding any of the point?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So extraction is a collection of raw data, sorting, inserting the raw data into a column and row wise, summarizing, making the total of data, analyzing, in-depth analyzing the data or information, visualization. Visualization is nothing but graphically or representing your data with the help of some charts and graphs. Okay, so why we do all these things? Because we have to create some MIS report. MIS stand for Management Information System, like which is related to your financial report. Of course, you know about financial report like trial balance, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. So to prepare some reports, we have to working on Excel. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the some uses of Excel. Okay. So where you can work as a data entry, data management, accounting, financial analysis, charting and graphing. Then features of Excel. Okay. So first one is conditional formatting. So conditional formatting is nothing but highlighting the cells. Okay, what is this highlighting the cells? For example, when you have a large data and if you're looking for some like greater than, less than, or some data like top 3 people, top 4 people, in that time we are using the conditional formatting. It's all about your highlighting the cells as per the requirement. And chart is nothing but graphically representing of a data or information with the help of some charts and graphs, that we call it as charts. Data validation. Data validation is nothing but restricting the cell. So you'll give a one rules there, or you'll set a one rule there. So if you provide a when you provide the proper information, it will accept it. Otherwise, it will pop up with some error message. That we call it as what? Data validation. The next thing, we have a dashboard. Dashboard is all about your data visualization. Your with the sum of charts and graphs, your graphically or not graphically, like properly we are visualizing our data. Pivot table is all about your quick reporting. When you have a large amount of a data and you're looking for a specific information, okay, in that time we can use the pivot table. It's all about your quick reporting. Power query, it's importing the data from other source or a file. Like when you want to import the data from notepad, SQL, so other source, or other file, you can use the power query option. And we are going to learn some formulas and functions here. Any doubts regarding any of the features?
Oh, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
And can you explain the data validation again?
Okay, data validation is nothing but whatever information you have, you're properly graphically or representing with the different charts. That we call it as a data val sorry, data validation. No, not a dashboard. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
It is a data validation or dashboard, ma?
Data validation.
Okay, data validation is nothing but, for example, when you're filling some online form, when you give the wrong information in a particular table or a particular that data, it will pop up with the wrong information. The given information is incorrect. The given phone number is not correct. So in that time, when you give, it will pop up with some error message there. Same thing will set us some rules and regulation for a particular cell. When you give the proper information, it will accept it. When you give provide a wrong information, automatically it will pop up with some message. That we call it as a data validation. Got it, or can I explain it once?
And got it, ma'am.
Okay, what about other people?
Understood, ma'am.
Okay, so these are the features of Excel. So we'll go for this. So in a search, you can type here Excel. I click on this enter option. Okay, so when you open the Excel, you can see here these are the recently opened files are there, and here we have some predefined templates, or you can call it as a predefined workbook also. Okay, what is this predefined? Anything you know about the predefined workbook? So predefined workbook or a predefined templates are nothing but already we have a one format there. As per our requirement, we can make a necessary changes in that workbook. After that, you can save it. That we call it as a predefined templates, or you can call it as a predefined workbook. For example, I want to create a one invoice here. So for that purpose, I don't have any idea. For that purpose, I'll open the Excel. You can see here I have a some predefined templates or a workbook. I'll click on this more templates, and you can see here if you want business related, personal, okay, least, budget charts, whichever as per your requirement you can search here. For example, I want business related, so I'll click on this business option. It will display the templates which are related to your business. Now I want to create a one invoice, so I'll have a lot of options here. So whichever option you want, you can select it. For example, I'll just click on this basic business invoice. When I left click on it, just click on this create option. See here, already I have a one format here. Just I want to change as per my requirement. After that, I can save it. So in company name, I'll give it as a NICT, computer education. So address, you can go for Jainagar, Bangalore. So after that, you can give the invoice number here. So date, I'll enter the date here. I'll give it as a 1/7/24. So name of bill to, name of the company, address, and description you can provide here. Like I'll go for tally amount. Okay, then you can go for so already we have one format here. As per our requirement, you can change it. After that you can save it. Okay, you can click on the save option. So this we call it as what? Predefined templates or workbook. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. So I'll click on this search. I'll type here Excel, click on enter option. So you can see here, these are the recently opened files. These are the templates, and I have here blank workbook. I'll just click on this blank workbook. So when you open a blank workbook, so by default we have a Calibri font style, we have a one sheet, and we have a normal view. Okay, when we open a Excel workbook, we have a Calibri font style. Okay, we have only single sheet, or you can call it as a spreadsheet. We have a normal view. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
so we are going to learn some interface of Excel. So this is the title bar which show the name of a file or the name of a workbook. Okay, once you say it will show you the name of a workbook. Then file, home, okay, insert, page layout. These are the tabs. Home tab, insert tab, page layout tab. We call it as a tabs. And this clipboard, font, alignment, number, this we call it as a ribbon. Okay, and you can see here the columns are represented with the alphabets and rows are represented with numbers, and when they both intersect we'll get the cell. Okay, so whatever content you're writing in a cell or any formulas, okay, it is displaying in the formula bar. You can see here, this is the formula bar. Whatever content you're writing in your cell, it is displaying in the formula bar. And the next one, when I select this cell, okay, see I am in the J column and 10th row. It is showing you as a J10. This is the name box which will display the cell address. What it will do? It will display the cell address. Okay. So, and this is a vertical scroll bar which is help us to move the data up and down. And this is a horizontal which is help us to move the data left and right. And these are the sheet. So it is showing you as a sheet 1. When I click on this plus button, we have a sheet 2, sheet 3 and sheet 4. Okay, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. So these are the some interface of your Excel: title, tabs, groups, menu bar, formula bar, name box, vertical scroll bar, horizontal status bar, and of course, as we discussed, columns are represented with alphabets and rows are represented with numbers. When they both intersect, we'll get the cell. And when you click on this plus option, you'll get the sheets here: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. Okay, in a one workbook we can create 255 spreadsheet, or you can call it as a worksheet also. In a one workbook we can insert 255 spreadsheet or worksheet. And when I click on the sheet 1, in a one sheet you have 10,48,576 rows are there, and 16,384 columns are there. How many rows are there? 10,48,576 rows are there. 16,384 columns are there. And the last cell address is XFD 10,48,576. This is the last cell address. Now you can press Control and use the arrow for this. You can use the arrow to move the from one rows to another, from one column to a last column. See here, what is a workbook? A workbook is a file that contain a one or more worksheet or a spreadsheet to help you to organize the data. Excuse me. You can create a new workbook from a blank workbook or a template. What is exactly a spreadsheet? Which contain the rows and columns, the intersect of row and column called as a cell. In a one workbook, you can create a 255 spreadsheet or a worksheet. In a one spreadsheet, we have 10,48,576 rows are there and 16,384 columns are there. And the last cell address is XFD 10,48,576. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So as we discussed here, when we open the Excel, so we have a Calibri font style, one sheet and normal view. And the most important thing, we call it as a autofill. So when I type here 1 and 2, so instead of typing 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, you just select it. After selecting it, move the cursor here, just left click on it and drag it. So like this you can use it for your months also. Select it and drag it, and you can go for your days also. Just select it and drag it. Okay, so if you want odd, even number, okay, whatever you want. For example, I'll go for 10, 20, and after that I select the both this cell. After selecting it, okay, move the cursor here and drag it. Any doubt?
Girl, Avya mentioned about your house and he went up. I don't know if he came or not. I thought he came to your place. How the fuck will I know if he came or not? Like when he was putting.
Hello, guys, do you have any query?
Ma'am, can you show once again, like while selecting?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
See here, when it is related to your number, okay, so for example, I'll take it as a 5. In a one more cell, I'll take it as a 10. So after that, move the cursor here, press left key, guys, press it and select it like this. Otherwise, if it is a difficult for you, just select the first cell, press shift and use the down arrow. You can use down arrow and move the cursor at the edge, just left click on it and drag it. So I'll take a days here.
Ma'am, can you show it again, ma'am?
Sure, pa. So when it is related to your number, type two numbers in a different cells. So I'll type it as a 10, 20. Okay, select the first cell. Okay, you can select it, keep the cursor in the middle and left click and select it like this. If it is a difficult for you, just click on the first cell, press shift and use down arrow. Press shift, you have the arrows here, just click on down arrow. So the both the cell are selected now. Keep this cursor at the end. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Select it and drag it. Excuse me. Got it? Or can I explain it once?
Ma'am, actually,
Ma'am,
I'm
can you
trying
show
to
it
select
once
it, but
more,
I'm
ma'am?
not able to.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it? Listen to me. Okay. Do work with me. Type 10 and 20 here. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Keep this cursor in the first cell. Select the first cell.
Yes.
Okay. Press shift.
Yes.
You have the arrows in your laptop or system.
Yeah.
Use a down arrow.
Okay.
It is selected the two cells.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see or keep the cursor at the end? Can you
Yes, now this is
see?
possible. Yes.
Okay. Press left key and drag how much you want.
Yes.
What about other people?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll
Yes,
select.
ma'am, it worked.
Okay, good then. So I'll use here. You can use it for your months also, days also, and even number, odd number. So I'm using here even. Select it like this and keep the cursor. Okay. And if you want any differences, you can go for that. I'll go for 200, 450. Select it and drag it. It will take the difference of it. Next, you can go for your days. Select it and drag it. And if you want, you can go for your month. Select it and just drag it. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
No, ma'am.
Fine. Okay. Now listen to me carefully. Just so now. So what I will do, I'll just select it. See here, when I click on this, okay. So I'll tell you how to increase the column width and how to increase the row height. So you can see a AB in between. You have one line. Just left click on it. You can drag it like this. You can increase the width of a column. So I'll click on this. I'll just drag it. Click on this. Drag it like this. This is how we increase the width of a column. And if you want a row one, keep the cursor in between 1 and 2 and drag it like this. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So now we'll go for the sheet 1. When I right click on this sheet 1, okay, you can rename your sheet. For example, when I have a 3, 2, 4, 5, 6 sheets, I'll just click on the sheet 2. In a sheet 1, I have a purchase data. In a sheet 2, I have a sales data. In a sheet 3, I have a purchase return or income. Like that, I have a data. So instead of searching like this, sheet 1, sheet 2, you can just right click on this. You just click on this rename and rename your sheet as a purchase. Okay, right click on sheet 2. I'll take it as a sales. Sheet 3, right click, take it as a purchase return. So like this you can create 255 spreadsheet in a one workbook. And when I click on this option, you can right click. If you want, you can delete the sheet. So after that, right click. If you want to hide it, you can just click on this hide option. So it will not display the sheet for you. Just click on this hide. When you want to unhide, right click on the sheet. You have the unhide option. Select it, click on OK button. So it will unhide the sheet for you. Right click. If you want, give the tab color for this. So I'll give the tab color. Okay, you can give the tab color for this. So when you want to copy that, okay, you can just click on this move or copy. So select create a copy of it. Okay, click on OK button. Right click, move or copy, create a copy of it, click on OK button. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the basic things of Excel. Autofill, interface, the sheet. Okay. So the upcoming things we are going to learn about this protect sheet and everything. So currently, okay. Now, so when I click on this file tab, okay, you have the home. Home is nothing but recently opened files, some predefined templates with the blank workbook. Okay, new. So you know what is the use of new option?
It gives us a blank book, no?
Okay, blank as well as your templates. And the shortcut key
Yeah.
for that is Control N. For example, okay, I'll just open this. So I have some data here. I want a new workbook. You can click on this file option. You have the option here, new. Okay, you can select here. Okay, if you want to work in a predefined workbook, you can select that one. If you want to open a blank workbook, you can open the blank workbook. Otherwise, you can use the shortcut key Control N. Control N is the shortcut key to open the new workbook or a file. Okay, any doubt regarding the new?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll go for open option. Open is nothing but you can open the existing workbook, nothing but already saved workbook, you can open it. And the shortcut key for that is Control O. Go to the file option. You have the open. When you click on this open, you can see here these are the already existed workbook or a worksheet. Otherwise, you can use the shortcut key Control O. When you press the Control O, you can see here these are the recently opened files. Any doubt? And when you want to continue with the same workbook, you can select here. I'll just click on this pivot table and I can continue my work. Okay. When you make a changes in any of the sheet, if you want to save, you can go for save option. I'll explain you the info. I'm So save is used for to save the current file. To save the current file, we are using save option, and the shortcut key for that is Control S. Control S is the shortcut key to save the current workbook or a file. Any doubt regarding any of the option? Control N is for new, to open the new workbook. Control O is to open the existing workbook. Save is used to save the current file or a workbook.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, so info. What is this info? Info stand for information related to your workbook. So when it was created, editing, every information which is related to that file, we are going to, okay, it is there in the info. Okay, as well as you can give the password to your workbook. Okay, so how to give the password? Click on this file option, click on info, protect workbook. When you click on this protect workbook, you have the option here, encrypt with password. I'll just click on this option, give the password. So I'll give it as 456. Okay, 456. Okay, so I made some changes in my current file. So to save that changes, I'm using here Control S. Control S is the shortcut key to save the data or information. After saving this, I'll just close this. Okay, so I'll use a Control O to open that file. Control O. So when I click on this pivot table, password, remember one thing, if you forgot your password, you are unable to access that file. So before giving the password to your sheets, remember it. So I'll give a 456, enter. So we can easily open when you know the password. Any doubt how to insert a password to your file?
No, ma'am.
Could you show it again?
Sure, ma. So with that only, I'll just remove it. Listen to me. File, info, protect workbook, encrypt with password. I'm telling you how to remove it. Okay, just delete the password, click on OK button. Now I made some changes in my current file. For that, I'm using Control S, and I'll just close it. Now I'll open is Control O. I'll click on this pivot table. Okay, this is how we remove the password. How to insert a password? File, info, protect workbook, encrypt with password, provide the password. And remember, don't forget the password. Once you forgot, you are unable to access the file. Remember that one. So I'm giving it as a 963. You can give a more numbers. Okay, click on OK button. 963. I'll confirm my password. Click on OK button. So I made some changes in my current file. You can go to this file and click on this save. Instead of that, you can use the Control S. I'll use a Control S. After saving it, I'll close this file. So I want to continue with the same workbook. For that purpose, I'll use a Control O to open the existed one. Click on this pivot table. Give the password. So I'll give it as a 963. Okay. Now you can see. So how to remove it? File, info, protect workbook, encrypt, and just remove the password or delete the password. Okay, I made some changes. I'll use Ctrl S to save it. Now I'll close it. I'll use a Control O to open. Click on this pivot table. Directly you can open it. Any doubt regarding your info?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I'll click on this file. We'll continue. Save and save as. Any one of you know the difference between save and save as?
Save means it will save by like auto name which Excel names it, and save as means the name which we want to make it save.
While saving also you can do it, no? For example, see, I'll just select this one. I'll make a copy. I'll use a Control N. I'll paste it here. Okay, so the book name is book 2. So I'll click on this file. You can click save and save as. Okay, save is used to save the current file. Save as is used for duplicate. You can rename your file as well as you can change the path of a file. So when I click on the save, click on this browse. So you have to select the path to download it, or sorry, path to save it. So I'm selecting here music. So I'll take it as a file name as a sales 2024. So my path is music and my file name is 2024. I'll click on save option. Now you can see my file name sales 2024. So this is, you can use it for Control S and the save as. See here, I'll click on this file option. You can click on this save as. Save as is used for duplicate. Click on this save as, browse. So I'll save it one more in videos. I'll select my path, and instead of a sales 2024, I'll take it as a purchase 2024. I'll click on save option. Okay, so what it will do, it will make a duplicate of the current file. Now you can, I'll just minimize my data. So I'll go to file exposure. So I'll click on this picture. Okay, I'll search for, I'll just click on this music. So in a music you can see a sales 2024, and when I click on this video you have the option here purchase 2024. Got the difference between save and save as?
So, ma'am, all
Yes,
the
ma'am.
files which is saved in save as will come in videos.
No, not like that. I'm selecting the path there. See, when I click on this,
Okay,
when I
okay.
click on the save as option, when I click on this browse option, I'm just selecting the path. Whichever path you want, you can select it. No issues. If you want to save it in a desktop, select desktop documents. After that, you just rename your file. After that, you can click on save option. Got it,
Okay,
or can I
ma'am.
explain it once?
Yes, yes, got it, got it.
So save is used to save the current file. Save as is used to make a duplicate of it, change the path of it, and you can rename your file. Okay, the next step, the next one is so click on this file option. Okay, and you have the option called as a print. Otherwise directly you can use Control P. Control P is the shortcut key to print the data. So when I click on this print, you have options here. First one, you can increase the number of copies here. Second one, you can see a print active sheet. So it will print only the active sheet. My active sheet is sheet 1. I'll just rename it as a ABC. So I'll click on this. Okay. So when I click on this control P, it will okay, print active sheet. So it will print only the active sheet one. When you want to print the whole workbook, just click on this pop-up button. You have the option here, print entire workbook. Just click on this print entire workbook. It will print the whole workbook. Then I'll select some data here. I'll select some 20, like 30 entries. I'll select it. I'll press Ctrl P. You can see here it is showing print entire workbook, print active sheet. But I want to print only the selected data. You can go for print selection. When you click on this print selection, in the preview you can see here print the selected data. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So when you want to print both this side, you can go for print on both this side. Okay. Otherwise, you can go for print one sided. Okay. Next. So we have two types
Ma'am.
of. Sorry.
Excuse, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what you said that we can save the worksheet in save as well as save as, no, ma'am. If the changes is made in save as, ma'am, will it same be applied to save also, ma'am?
No, 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 no. It will not apply. Okay. Save is different. Save is nothing but when you make a changes in a particular file, you can use it for save. Okay. Save as is nothing but when you want a duplicate of it, when you want to make a duplicate of it, instead of copy it, after that pasting it in the next worksheet or another workbook, you can use a save as option to make a duplicate of the whole workbook. Can I
Okay, ma'am.
explain it once, or you got it?
Yeah, ma'am, I got it, ma'am.
Okay. So print. So print, you can use a control P. You can increase the number of copies, and you have a three option: print active sheet, workbook, print selection. So after that you have a one sided and both sided. You can go for this. And we have a orientation. This we call it as a page orientation. We have two types of page orientation: portrait and landscape. Portrait, which is in a vertical format, you can see the you can see in the data in a vertical format. It will print it in a vertical format. That is portrait orientation. When I click on this landscape, the data will be print in horizontal. You can see here we have a two types of orientation: portrait and landscape. Portrait vertical format, landscape horizontal. Any doubt? Depending upon your circumstances or the requirement, you can select the page orientation here. After that, you have the option here, the size of the page: A4, A5, B4. Yes, pa?
Ma'am, you have selected landscape orientation, but even still it is in vertical format, no, ma'am?
See here, the page, you can see the page here, not the data. I am not telling about the data. It's all about your
Okay,
page.
okay.
Can you see here?
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, when it is click on this portrait, you can go for this. See.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Now I'll come to my page. Okay, you can set the page here. Like if you want to print it in a A4, you can go for A4, A5, B5. Depending upon your circumstances or the requirement, you can select the page here. So I'll click on my A4. So it convert, okay, it set the page for you. After that, the margin, you can set the margin for your pages. So by default we have some margins here: wide, narrow, normal. You can see here when I click on this narrow in a print preview, you can see the. So this is the print preview. So narrow margin, for example, some of the most of the time I want to set a margin as per my requirement. For that purpose, you can go for custom margins. So when you click on this custom margin, you can see a left side it is 0.25 is there. I'll take it as a 1 I want. Top I'll go for 0.75. Right I'll go for 0.5. Bottom I'll go for 0.5. So as per your requirement, you can set the page. Click on OK button. Now you can see the margin setting in a print preview. Any doubt?
No, mom.
No, ma'am.
So next I'll go for the share option where you can share with the other people. Then I'll go for export. I have some data. Okay, I want to convert that data into a PDF format. So when I click on this file option, I have this data. I'll go to the file. I'll click on this export option. You have the option here create PDF or XPS. I'll just click on this create PDF. I'll select a desktop. I'll give the name here. Mm, So I'll rename my PDF name as a sales 2023. I'll click on publish option. So you can easily convert your data into a PDF format with the help of export option. Any doubt?
Ma'am, could you show it again? I got confused.
Okay, no issues, ma'am. Just click on this file option, export, create PDF, select the path. Okay. So for example, I'll select the music here. So pivot table. You can rename your file name. Click on publish option. Got it?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Excuse me.
Yes, pa.
Can't we convert it into a PDF format from the save option?
No. It is not. If you want, I'll just click on this. Save as. You can change your browse. You have the option here, no? Save as type option is there, no? You can go for PDFs, XPS document, XML, CSV. You can select here, no issues. Here you have the save as type is there, no? You can use this also. Take it as a PDF, then you can save it. Got it or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So then close is nothing but to close your Excel sheet. So in a file, new, open, info, save as, print, share, export, close. Any doubt regarding any of the option?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So of course, more this we call it as a ribbon display option. Sometimes you can hide your ribbon things. You can click on this option, show tabs. It will display only tabs. Click on this, show tabs and commands. Okay. Now, so everyone know about cut, copy, paste.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you explain me?
Cut means like if you want to like delete the data from sheet 1 and want to paste it to sheet 2, so you can cut and paste it on the sheet 2. And copy paste is like copying the data and pasting it, like basically creating two copies or something.
Okay. So cut is nothing but when you want to shift the data from one workbook to another workbook, one sheet to another sheet, one file to another file. So I'll tell you, see here I have a data here pivot table. Okay, so I'll just click on this plus option. So I'll select the data. After that I'll use a control X or this option. Cut option is there, no? In a home tab, clipboard, you have the option cut. You can use a control X. I'll just click on this control X or this option. Now, after cutting the data, I want to shift it in a sheet. So I'll click on the sheet. You can paste it. Control V you can use. Otherwise, you can go for this paste option. Control X is to cut. Control V is to paste. And remember one thing, when you're cutting the data, when you're shifting the data from one sheet to another, so you have to select the data first. See here, in a ABC, I don't have the data because we shifted data from ABC file to ABC sheet to sheet 1. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll just show with a workbook. I'll select it. I'll use a control C to copy. I'll just copy this. You can use a control N. I'll just paste it. This is cut, copy, paste. So you have the data in new workbook also. You have a data in the old workbook. So cut, copy, paste. Any doubt? Control X is for cut, Control V is for paste, and Control C is for copy. Okay, the next we are going to learn, that is format painter. So what is this format painter? So what I will do, I'll just copy this. I'll paste it. I'll make a copy of it. I'll paste it here. Okay. So ABC, I'll select the data. After selecting it, I'll change the font style here. I'll take a Times New Roman. Okay, after that, I'll set the border for this. I'll align it. Okay, so after that, I'll change the font size for the headings. After that, I'll change the color here. I'll make a bold for this. See here. So I want to make the same the borders, the alignment. I want to make a same format for this. Instead of doing the same thing again, copy the data, guys. First select the data. After selecting the data, you have the option here format painter. Nothing but I'm copying the format. So I'll just click on this copy format. I'll open my sheet. Okay, select the whole sheet like this. Can you see here? It will apply the same format for the another sheet, workbook, or the file. Any doubt, or can I explain it once?
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So we're done with the clipboard, cut, copy, paste, and format painter. Now, so I'll come to this. So I have some data. We'll discuss regarding this font and alignment today. So I'll give us some assignment. You have to work on that assignment. So I'll just click on this. First I'll select it, Control A. Control A is the shortcut key to select all. After selecting, I'll change the font style. So this is the different types of font styles are there. So I am using here Times New Roman. So after that, this is font size. You can select the font size. After this is increase font size, decrease font size, bold, italic, underline. You have two things here, under double underline, single underline, then border. So I'll click on this. You have a top, bottom, all borders are there. So I'll just click on this all border option. If you want a more designs, you can go for line color for this, whichever color you want, line styles, the dash one, dot one, double. Okay, you can go for this. So I'll selected the simple one, that is all border, and I'll selected the single line and color is in a black. Next, I'll select only the top, the headings of it. I'll give the color, font color. I'll give the fill color. I'll make a bold of it. Any doubt till here regarding your font group?
Ma'am, can you explain once again the format paint?
Format paint. Okay. For example,
Yeah.
think here. I'll just so any format is there here. Order ID, normal. We have a simple data here. We didn't do any that font style anything. So here, for example, I have some data here. So which contain aligns, and we have done some styles, bold, italic, underline. We have applied some format here. I want to apply the same format for another sheet or the another table. So how to, instead of doing the same thing for the another table, just select it by using a control A. Use select it, format painter is there, no, just click on this format painter, just click on it, open the another sheet, okay, or the table, press key and select the whole data. Press left key and select the whole data and keep. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay. So any doubt regarding this font
No.
group? Okay, fine then. Then I'll go for these alignments. So left, right, center, top, bottom, middle. Okay. You can use. So I'll just copy this. So I have some data here. I'll select this data. After selecting the data, if you want a left align, click on this left align, center align, right align, top, middle, bottom. Okay, you can use the alignment for your data. But remember one thing, when you're working on these things, first you have to select the data, then you have to work on this font group and alignment. Any doubt? So the next, you have the increase indent and decrease indent. When you want to move the data on right side, you can go for increase indent. This is decrease indent. The next one. So I have some data here. Uh, when you want, for example, I have some. Okay, I want to rotate my text into a vertical, horizontal, clockwise, anti-clockwise. Select this cell. You have this we call it as a text orientation. So we have in a page orientation is different, text orientation is different. When you click pop up this button, you can see a vertical text, rotate text up, rotate text down, counterclockwise, angle clockwise. You can go for whichever you want. And I'll click on this option. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No,
So
ma'am.
the next one is very important. That is wrap text. So what is this wrap text? For example, I'll type here Microsoft Excel. So I I have entered some data here like Microsoft Excel, but the remaining whatever Excel content is there, it is moving on to the next cell. So what you have to do, just select it, click on wrap text. When you click on this wrap text, you can see a whatever extra long text into a multiple line, so you can see all of it. So whatever data you have within a single cell, it will insert it. Just click on this, click on wrap text. Can you see? So it
Yes, ma'am.
increase the height of it. So this is use of your wrap text. Got it, or can I explain it once?
Got it, ma'am.
Okay. So the next one is very important. See, I want to give the heading for this. Okay. So what I will do, instead of giving the heading in a single cell, I have I have 6 cells. I'll convert into a single cell. So I'll select it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After selecting the cells, can you see a merge and center? Just click on this merge and center. Now you can give the heading for that. It convert into a single cell. So if you want to unmerge it, pop up the button. You have the option here, unmerge cells. Okay. If you want to merge, select this cell. After selecting the cell, click on merge and center. So if you want to merge horizontally, you can merge it. If you want a vertical, select it like this. Click on merge and center. Okay. I'll select like this. I'll click on merge and center. Okay. So otherwise, if you want to merge across, you can use merge across. You can see here. Any doubt regarding this merge and center?
Can
No,
No.
you
ma'am.
repeat it again?
Sure, pa. I'll click on unmerge. How to unmerge? You just click on this unmerge cells. See here, I'll just delete it. So I want to give the headings for this. When you're giving the headings for your table, okay. So what you have to do, you have to convert the cell one more. Okay, the whole cell. Okay, I'll just select it. One more. I'll click on this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Click on this your cells. Click on merge and center. Okay, it convert your two or more cells into a single cell. One, two, like select it first, click on merge and center. When you click on merge and center, so whatever data you're providing, it will display in the single cell.
Mom, if I need to put heading in the between of the table, how to do, mom? That you show, mom.
If you want to give, can you see here? We are going to
Yes,
insert a
mom.
one more column here. Okay, the upcoming classes we are going to learn about this insert, delete, and everything. I'm just showing to you. Just select the whole column, whole row or a column, press control plus option. Control plus is nothing but inserting the extra row or a column in between your table. Control minus is for deleting it. Okay, see here.
Yes, mom.
I want to give the in between. Just select it. After selecting that, the whole row or these cells, click on merge and center. Done.
Yes, mom.
Ma'am, can you repeat how to add?
Okay. Excuse me. Okay, fine. So select the whole row. Okay. After selecting it, press control, guys. You have the numbers no on right side of your laptop or a system. You have the option there, plus option. Just click on that. Control minus for deleting the row. Upcoming classes, in that I'm going to explain it to you. Any doubt, ma?
No, mom.
No.
Okay. So what is your work? Do you have any query regarding this font alignment and the clipboard and the file tab?
No, mom.
No, ma'am.
So I'll give you one assignment. This is practical assignment. So what you have to do? So first I'll go for employee. Okay, you're working in your, okay, fine, no issues. Employee ID, employee name. Okay. After that, you can go for his designation. I'll go for phone number, date of joining, and his salary. Okay, you have to give the employee ID, phone number. You can give any phone number here. Date of joining. Remember, when you're entering the date, you can see you the format of your system. Like in my Lappy, I have month first, day. After that, I have a year. So I'm using a month first, day. I'll use it as a 4/1/2024. Okay. Salary, you can give any salary here. Okay, what is your work? You have to enter 20 entries like this. After that, select your data. So after selecting the data, use a center align, change the font style as per your requirement, give the border for that, and select only the headings of it, make a bold, and give the font color for that. After that, give the headings for this. Okay, using the mail merge and center. Employee details 2024, and rename your sheet as a data entry. Okay, any doubt?
No, mom.
So you have to save it. So you have to use all these options as per your requirement. So use the font alignment. So, and the file tab, you work on it. If you have any query regarding any of the option, whatever we have discussed today, so we'll let you know in the next class. Is it fine for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes. What
ma'am.
about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, after saving, we have to send for you, ma'am.
Uh, okay, just you have a group, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you just send it that. Okay. So
Ma'am,
otherwise, I'll
in total,
you do one thing. You'll prepare it. Okay, like continuing the same sheet, whatever we are discussing, the upcoming classes and everything on the last day of your session. So you just send it to me. Is it fine for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But remember one thing,
excuse
when
me,
you work,
ma'am.
yes, pa.
Ma'am, in total, we are supposed to make 20 entries, right?
Minimum 20, maximum your wish.
Okay, ma'am.
But you have to work on these things, especially borders, alignment, merge and center, and wrap text. Okay. Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No.